Hello, welcome to the Gun Shop with me, John, and today we've got a forgotten guns for you on this, the Webley & Scott Bolt Action 410. So, first off, let's have a look at it. At the back here we have a Webley hard heel plate, which is stamped Webley, which is all rather delightful really. This is the deluxe model. The deluxe model has checkering. On the wall over there is a non-deluxe model. The non-deluxe model has no checkering. That is about the difference. However, you know, the checkering does finish it very nicely, and this example's been particularly abused. It's only flat point checkering, which isn't too bad. It's alright, it's fine. Grade 1 wood, obviously, and not the best wood in the world at all. It was prone to denting quite easily. We have a twin lug bolt, however the lugs aren't on the front, the lugs are on the sides. This is really a turn bolt system. It's very exciting. Single shot, 2.5 inch, so you've got all your proof marks here. On the barrel you've got 410, British Knights Proof 410, 2.5 inch, 3.25 tons per square inch, with a couple other little stamps on there, made in England by Webley & Scott. So, there you go, how it operates. So you put a cartridge in, as you can see you've got a little extractor claw in here. As you push it forward, it pushes the whole extractor claw and cartridge forward over these two. The extractors in here, if you can see the extractors there, they actually press up on the bolt and the cartridge bolt and then press the cartridge out as they're released. That goes forward and locks down. This lug and this lug locking into the actual framework of the action, and so on and so forth. You know, head spacing isn't really important on one of these because it's a shotgun, not a rifle. Safety catch. Safety catch is really simple if you watch this. Ready? Safety on. Safety off. Good, isn't it? You have a large lug here that actually locks into this part here, as well as a small bolt head on the back that goes into a small inlet there that will stop it sliding out, so you actually need to pull it towards you to slide it out. Very exciting. So, it is a push to cock, a bit like a Lee Enfield. So it's a push to cock. As you push forward, this back part actually locks onto the trigger sear and close. You pull the trigger and the hammer goes forward. Good, isn't it? I mean, it's about as simple as a bolt action as could be. You know, they made this in a 9mm as well, that only came with one locking log, and they didn't make it in any other calibers. There are obviously bolt action 12 bores out there, but it's never been a great British tradition to make them. You can get the chassepots from France. They're okay, they're very unexciting, very agricultural, and you get a lot of military conversions, Enfields, Mausers, that sort of thing. And in America, obviously you can get various calibers because of their shotgun shooting seasons that we've found about recently. So, to remove the bolt, you pull the trigger, and the bolt will slide back. That trigger drops the whole sear mechanism inside. Again, I don't know if you can see, drops the whole sear mechanism inside, which is exciting. So the bolt is a very simple bolt. You've got a screw there that holds it together, and they're quite simple to take apart and service and clean, but we're not going to do that today. Just make sure you clean the bolt face. This one is in storage and it's absolutely filthy. Something worth mentioning about 410s is that people rarely clean this. When you're buying an old one, you need to make sure those barrels are in good order, really. Most of them were made with cheaper steel, which pits easier, obviously, and were finished fairly poorly, which also pits easier, and they weren't cleaned, which also is the whole reason they go rusty and pitted. This extractor claw, make sure they don't fall out. They have a bit of a habit of actually falling out there. It should just twist out, but it's not going to, just because I'm trying to do it on a film. Should just twist out, but it doesn't, so you might need to, on this particular one, actually, sorry, on this particular one, I need to pop the stock off. But that's real easy. You've got two screws there, one's a wood, you've got two screws, wood screw, screw and screw. Those two screws pop out, the stock will pop off, and underneath you've got the simplest trigger mechanism in the world. You've got the trigger, a spring, and that's pretty much it. Beautifully simple. So, why aren't they popular? Firstly, overall length is insane. The bolt action means that your whole barrel assembly is moved forward another sort of 6 to 8 inches where they were, so that weight of the very heavy but very well made barrel here does sit very much in your left hand, which is fine for me, an adult, but what they're mostly for nowadays, 410s, is for kids. And a kid who has got all that weight out there, that suddenly feels like a lot of gun. Hence, single shot brake actions are their main competitor and probably are more popular for that. The problem with single shot brake actions in a 410 is they were mostly on the market are cheap Belgium or cheap Russian made stuff. And they're not, the Russian ones are big and heavy, the Belgian ones are light, but generally at this point they're so old now they're falling apart. So, here we go. The Webley & Scott bolt action 410. Fairly useless. Great for shooting stuff in traps, you know, that's nice, but then why wouldn't you use the semi-automatic that you've got on you? Novelty, huge novelty value. Perhaps there's some value there in the training, let's say, the fact that you can use it for training for a bolt action, but even then there's better models out there for it. Perhaps this is something that should stay in the past, but you know, we've all owned one, because it's great fun, and you can't really shoot it without having a smile on your face. Can't shoot without a smile on your face. This screw in the front, by the way, is wrong. It's supposed to be a big screw, and you know, people don't really look after the guns, so this has got a nice screw that doesn't belong to it in there, which is fine. It's fine, I think. Anyway, so I hope this has been of some vague informative value, and more to the point, we've had another look at a very nice old gun. And I'll see you next time on Forgotten Guns. Take care.